many new things to explore. With your new Insian ability, we could probably check out all those floating elements we saw before. But I guess we shouldn't... Just a few steps. Time to continue. This makes memories. This makes memories.
astounding. There's always more to find.
Let's explore a bit. We don't have to haste.
Right. Astounding. There's always more to find.
This week's memories.
So what happened to him? To the Elisine, I mean. That general was fossilized, but why? Give me the story.
It is a tragic but well-known tale. After going through a ritual to change themselves and gain the powers to control their later respective metals, Teziuth, Uskal, and Ingla were slowly consumed by greed and separated the valley into three. It didn't take long before they started preparing for a war against each other, driven by their suspicions that obsessed them. The Achaeans were forced to follow them into this senseless fight. What became of the Achaeans I do not know, but most of the Elisine changed their form for what was to come. To prevent a war that would destroy everything in the valley, Eri, my master, sent out a shockwave that fossilized all of those that had made a connection to one of the Achaean metals. Only I remained, since he sent me to the edge of the valley before.
Is this the reason you don't know what became of Ere?
Yes. He was also bound to all three metals, so I don't know what the shockwave did to him. Memories. I already see it. No reason to hide it, Farron. You want to know what this is, right?
You better do.
Well, this behind me is an arcane forge. It was used by the Elysine to create the most powerful weapons, armor, and more. A masterpiece of creation, running with the power of flux. Though I have to admit, I always wondered how they gathered so much of it in one place.
That sounds brilliant. Can you run it?
Well, it's exhausting. But luckily for you, I can. So if you want something special, we can try crafting it here. This week's memories. Maybe we can stay here for a while.
Hey, Boji. Have you ever met him? Tezuth, I mean. I am going to fight him soon, and knowing more about him could give me the needed edge.
Indeed I have. And believe me, Tezuth knew how to stay in one's mind. Back then, the war preparations hadn't yet started, mind you. He was already full of himself, visiting my master with a herald that was supposed to announce all of his titles and deeds. Bless that poor guy. But if he hadn't choked on his own words, we would have waited for hours. And let me tell you, Tezuth only became more insufferable as the years went on. But let's continue for now.
Look at that. We can get through it now.
You ready, Farron?
live another day.
May their spirits find into the flux. Ah, here they come.
Intruder, get them, or lose your titles! You will regret entering our lands.
So, what did you call Tezoth insufferable?
What kind of person builds giant temples for himself, if not an insufferable one? But he wasn't always like this. Or Eri told me so, at least. Tezeuth was a highly respected warrior, and not without reason called the Champion. He was one of the smaller Elisines, stature-wise, but that never kept him from being the best he could be. Even in the darkest times, he was like a shining light for his people, giving them hope. Eri didn't often talk about his past with Tezeuth, but when he did, he sounded like a proud older brother, talking about the younger one's achievements.
Nobody stays the same. Most people disappoint you at some point in life.
And sometimes they surprise you at the most wondrous times.
Entering our lands.
Almost too easy.
Oh, astounding. There's always more to find.
Intruder! Get them, or lose your title.
Stubborn donkey, I told you to be careful. Let's go. This wakes memories.
Here it goes.
Oh, could have been worse.
No distance is too far.
Baron. Go get them.
Oh, could have been worse. You can't keep up.
Your legs still work after that. Impressive.
Intruder! Get them, or lose your titles!
Thank you, Recreants, for all the gifts you left the valley. You've finally reached the gate. Do you feel prepared?
As prepared as I'll ever be, I guess.
If you want to leave this behind, this is your last true chance. When you defeat Teziuth, nothing will be as it was before. Not just Akria, but you will change as well.
We'll see how much I will change. But I stand to what I said. Akria will not be my tomb. I will leave this place, no matter the cost.
Then, let us not wait any longer.
Let's do this, and take one step closer to the sage.
Did you write that down? Hey, Farron, look here. It seems Tezooth spared no effort to make this place memorable.
Speaking of the devil, that creature down there is him.
Indeed it is. I only saw him once in this changed form. Till this day, I never understood why he did it.
Power, of course. But no matter how much he got, it won't save him when I get to him.
Ha! Luckily, the Akrian shrine is right there, so I won't have to drag your overconfident corpse too far. Maybe we can stay here for a while.
No distance is too far.
First thing I see after my sleep, a vermin. This is only the beginning. How dare you!
Tasty.
Boji, did you see that? He summoned lightning and could teleport. He should have been impossible. But I still did it.
And what grace you did. It was truly inspiring and a bit horrifying. But it gave me a brilliant idea how I can help you in future fights. Anyway, with Teizoth gone, you are now the true sovereign over Insium.
I expected to feel different.
Change can happen slowly. Sneaking. The balance of the three elements is delicate, and if disturbed it will harm you and your soul. The missing balance drove Teizoth and the others into their greed for more power, pushing them into deciding to change themselves even more, completely abandoning what they once were. What you just saw wasn't an Elisine anymore. They did this just to win one fight against each other. A duel planned by Eri as a way to... I think we're done here.
Where do we go next?
Now we leave for the distant mountains of the Mannanite region to find Usko. Facing him will be the greatest challenge yet, for he was the most skilled and brutal fighter. But we have no choice but to try.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go get him.
Whoa, 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 hold your horses. Again, we will have to awaken his general first. Without his spirit part, I won't be able to awaken Usko.
Oh, darn. I remember. Then I suppose we're going to his region first. Where's the entrance?
I have to admit, I don't know. Yeah, I rarely left the tower. I spent my time most...